Hi, welcome to part 2 of my YouTube video about recharging my car's air conditioning system. Part 1 is just before this on our channel, WBIG.Tv. And this is my 1991 Corvette ZR-1. I bought it brand new way back 28 years ago. The air conditioning's been broken for about the last 15 years. I've had the parts in stock for the last 6 years. This week I finally decided to tackle it, get it ready for summer coming up here. One of these days here, even in Buffalo, New York. So we got the multi-camera angles ready for you here. And I'm going to change this angle because we can't see the gauges because I lowered the car on the lift since the parts. Let's see. Yeah, here's the. Yeah, we'll do this so you could see the tank and everything. See, we don't keep anything from you here at WBIG.Tv. We even let you see the sausage of show business being made as we adjust our gear. You can see I got the can sitting there dangerously perched on top of a wobbly bucket. I'm using this hose is kind of short. So we did that. I've got a scale, digital scale down here that I'll have to reset throughout the goings-ons. And I'm going to do another technical thing for you and improve this camera here. Well, you know what? I'll leave that alone. Thank you for letting me play with all the gear. It's really all about playing with the video equipment, isn't it? So everything's set up. The system's been evacuated. Well, actually, there was nothing to evacuate except the air after replacing some components. New condenser, accumulator dryer, put mineral oil in as per R12 requirements. About a little over 4 ounces total. And now we're going to use this R12, this nice bottle I've been saving since around 1990. Been hoarding it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to weigh the bottle and its contents. Okay, we just zeroed out my digital scale, and we've got 23 pounds, 3 ounces. So I'll adjust my math here because, okay, so we're going to want this and 15 ounces. All right, so what I've got here, I wrote down in hieroglyphics in case spies ever try to see this, they won't be able to read it. It's 23 pounds, 3 ounces. Well, now it's 3.4. Close enough. So I subtracted 2 pounds and 4 ounces because 2.25 pounds is the prescription given by the factory service manual. So that's 2.4 ounces subtracting. Oops, I did this should have been 3 and this should have been 4. Good. Now it's even harder to read. So when it gets down to 21 pounds, 15 ounces on the scale, we'll know we've got 2.25 pounds in the system. So that's what we're going to do. And this, it'd be nice if there was a way to keep this on. But you can't. It keeps turning off. So I guess I'll have to screw around a little bit with it to reset it. Okay, so we're going to open up the low side. Here's the gauges. We're going to open up the low side. It's upside down so that, I believe that means liquid refrigerant is going to go in. That's what it showed to do in the manual. And I think for, well, this is, you can hear it. You can hear it going in. It's really moving. Gauges are moving. Now the high side's starting to move. Now we're not going to be too concerned when we start it later. I'm not even going to, I mean, I'll look at the high and low gauges just to see if they look like we're on the right planet, but that's a difficult way to know how much you got in there because of temperature variations. Gauges on these cheap sets can be off. So luckily we've got an empty system that we can just weigh the Freon, and that's, I believe that's as good as you can get. At least it's as good as I can get. I'll give you another spectacular view. So we're down to, we're at 22 and 14. Let's see, we want to watch for about 22.3. That'll be a pound. It said after a pound, you start the car. We're at 22 pounds. Oops, the stupid scale shut off. I don't think there's a way to keep it on. What you gotta wait till it zeros, then you set the can back down. 22 pounds, 10 ounces. I could even open this more. What's the hurry though? Why not savor the moment, right? Here we go. 20, I can't see it on the camera, but 22 pounds, 9 ounces. I do not hear any leaks. I see the high pressure side coming up. It's at about 40. Low pressure is at about 45, so they're probably both at about 45. Since it's all one system and it's not running. 22 pounds, 7 ounces, so we're getting close to having 1 pound in the system. So it's like a space launch, isn't it? 22 pounds, 6.2 ounces. All good. I don't hear any leaks. Was not expecting to. Tested the system pretty thoroughly. I actually left a vacuum locked in the system with the gauges removed overnight. Came in this morning, the vacuum was still in the system, so I was very happy about that. I was also relieved because I was losing vacuum with the gauge set hooked up. Apparently some leakage in the connections. Okay, we're at we're almost at exactly 22 pounds, 3.3 ounces, 3.2, and the scale shut off. So what I'm going to do is turn off the low side. Okay, and that should have, there should not be any more flow from the bottle right now. We've got 45 pounds of pressure, just static pressure in the system. So I guess I'll start it up. And I don't think it's going to knock this bottle over. That would, what if I could, I don't think it'll reach the ground. It'll reach the ground if I turn it over. I'll turn it over for safety's sake while I'm starting the car and the bottle is unattended. So now we'll switch to our action cam, and I'll start the car and turn the air conditioning on automatic. WBIG.Tv. Camera in my pocket, folks. It makes it a little tough to get in and out of these sports car when you're wearing camera gear. Getting harder anyway, right? All right, we got it in neutral. We got the brake on. Wheels are actually off the ground on the scissor bed. I think we're actually way ahead of schedule here. You can hear the, I believe that throttling up and down is actually the air conditioning compressor cycling. So that 1 pound really got the thing off the ground. We're going to set it back on the scale. Not dropping it. Somehow we gained 3 ounces. I don't know how that worked. 22 pounds, 6 ounces. Maybe the, I don't know. Okay, we will now open the low pressure side. And we're going to watch for, open the low pressure side. We're watching for the scale down here to reach 21 pounds, 15 ounces. So the gauges are, notice it's not cycling as much as it was. The condenser cooling fan, the radiator fan, just kicked on for the first time as we're attaining operating temperatures here at Mission Control at WBIG.Tv. 22 pounds even, 22. We're now into 21 territory. 21:15. I mean, we are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 21:15 ounces. We are shutting down the valve. And if I get my math right, we've got 2 pounds, 4 ounces of Freon in the car. Okay, we got documentation for our records. Flip the can back over and shut off that safety valve. Looking at the gauges, I've got the valves are shut off, but next to the can, the gauges are reading the high and low pressure side. The low pressure is reaching 45 pounds during these cycles. When it kicks on, it drops down to about 24. Not pounds, inches, I'm sorry. Inches of vacuum. The high side, right now it's dropping, it's in a dropping mode. It went down to about 130 inch-pounds. Oh, these are PSI on that side. No, we're talking, I'm sorry. I was still in my vacuum mode from doing so much vacuuming in the system yesterday. We're at PSI here because we're pressurizing the system in pounds per square inch. So that was very good. The high pressure side, when it was at its peak, was just over 250, which I believe is where it's supposed to be. I hope it is. Low pressure side attained a high of 45 pounds per square inch. See if I can feel some cold air coming in the car. I bet you there is. Oh yeah. That's right, we got success, ladies and gentlemen. There is ice cold air from good old-fashioned R12, which is, they say it cools colder than the more modern refrigerants. Wow, it's freezing my fingers. It's very cold. I'm going to shut the car off because I'll probably die of carbon monoxide poisoning. I do have a door open, but we'll shut her off. I'm just listening around. I was hearing a hissing sound, which is harmonizing with my cloud computer fan. Eyes are starting to burn from the fumes. I think I'll open another door. We're just getting some ventilation in here, ladies and gentlemen, so you'll be comfortable. Alright, we've got some cross ventilation in the shop. We're watching these meters. Pressures are holding nicely. We will now disconnect the fitting, hopefully without a Schrader leak in here. Not good, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to down the gasket. Come on. Alright, that was clumsy. Well, we lost a little bit. We actually had about an ounce too much in there by weight. I think we'll be fine. This adapter that goes on there, it wasn't a clean break for the Schrader valve the way these are supposed to be. The way most of these connections are, they're very precise. This one is not. We'll cap her off. And it's the high side. The low side should come off a little more gracefully without loss of freon. That was nice. Nice quick little spritz. That's the way it's supposed to be. Putting the cap on over the low pressure port. Okay, the hose bleeding off. Testing the valve on the tank. It's keeping it tight even if I open the valve, so that's good. Great. Alright, well I think mission accomplished here at WBIG.Tv garage. My garage where I'm fixing my car today. So, gonna throw the wheels on the car and take it out for a spin. The roads are pretty clear today. No salt. It's pretty warm out here in Buffalo. And get to see how the engine's running after the motor work I did, and probably won't need the air conditioning today, but you can bet I'll have it on just to try it out. So thanks for joining me. Appreciate your visiting my channel, and if you have a car similar to this, I hope this makes the next job you do on it a little easier. I learn a lot of my stuff from YouTube, so I appreciate the videos that are out there. Take care, and from WBIG.Tv, don't make any plans.